Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. So today is Wednesday. One more day left. One more day left. Yeah, so ham, slice of ham. I scrambled one egg, coffee, orange juice. I got some Fruit Loops there at the thing in the kitchen there, or whatever they call it, and the orange juice and the yogurt. So I'll eat the ham and eggs first and then tackle the Fruit Loops. So, what happened yesterday? Anything good? I don't think so. It's been a pretty quiet week. No, someone mentioned about me find another job. Yeah, but LaFonda's happy because she's one of their favorites, you know? They all got their favorites. And two of the three supervisors, I think she's their favorite. So she don't mind it. She's going on a trip for a couple weeks in July. So I'll probably, where I gotta catch the bus, and I got my dirty clothes, I'll get the key from her. And when she's away, because the bus too takes me right to her place, and I don't have to walk far, I'll probably cook over there, but I'll do my laundry on Friday and do the Saturday night Saturday night cooking on Friday for 2 weeks. Because bus 2 don't run, number 10 does. I got that carrying thing, but see, I can order the bus on Friday. On Saturday, I'd have to walk from the park up to her place with my clothes. So, that's not until July. But she said she'd work those 7 days because one thing, she wants to, she borrowed money from Bro for her car, and plus she'll need money for a trip, so she'll stay there. She asked to go back. She called them. She said, she has the main one there, the main supervisor. She was our supervisor before. She hired her and she hired me. And she said, she was out for a couple of years. And she said, when she got her vehicle, she asked if they were hiring. And she said that she got her license and her vehicle. She said, how would I go about applying? And she said, can you start tomorrow? Because she seen the postings, they were hiring at a few stations in Edmonton. And she told her which one she would be closest to her. It's only like a 25-minute drive, 30 half-hour drive, right? She said, can you start tomorrow? She said, yeah. So, the only reason why she left a couple years ago was she she got COVID. Now there were no testing at that time, but she was sick in bed for 2 weeks. Couldn't move or nothing. So I'm 100% sure she had COVID. She video chat me and oh my God. Ian would go to the door and well he'd get her Gatorade and Tylenol and stuff and the first few days and then he'd get breakfast or whatever and leave it at her door because he had to take care of Leah and work and everything, so but he'd leave it at the door for her. She had a hard time getting up. Getting up. Her bones was hurting so bad to go to the washroom, she said. And then right after that, they did the homeschooling, so they closed the school down. So, yeah. But they couldn't fault her for that. Usually if you quit there, you don't get back on, but she didn't have a choice. She didn't really quit because they laid her off. When she was sick, they put lay off. All she did, she called 811, but they told her, at the time, they told her to stay in bed, take a lot of Tylenol, treat it sort of like a flu, right? And have a lot of liquids and broth and whatnot. But if she got a hard time breathing, to call 911. They didn't want her at the hospital, see? So, there were no test kit, but she definitely didn't have the flu. And then about a couple weeks before that, this was before COVID was even announced, Jenny and the kids were really sick for 2 weeks. And I kind of figured it wasn't, she was saying a flu because that was before COVID was released to the public. As soon as I heard about it and the symptoms and how long and 10 days and whatever, 2 weeks and all this, I was like, that's what Jenny and the kids had. Definitely. Because flu don't last that long and you don't get that sick. Fonda got both her needles and well she had to because she's going back to New Brunswick there, so Jenny had both her needles. Bro had both of his, but he still caught it, but it just acted like well, it tested positive. He just had sore throat, I think stuffy nose, maybe a little headache, not a migraine. I think he had fever, but he was living with me at the time. I just sprayed everything down that he touched. I probably had it a couple times and just don't know it. Didn't have any symptoms. Because I can't see. I think everybody in the world is gonna will get it. Will had it or will just don't know. I wasn't sick to get tested, right? If I was sick or something, I would have got tested. But the people I work around and everybody around me got it. I definitely had it. So, still got to get that booster though. Today, not doing much. Just staying put until it's ready to work. Go to work. Someone asked about, is there any other way to send money, but I only use PayPal. I'm trying to think about other comments, questions. Someone made mum's style meatloaf. I put sausage in it. I don't think that would taste good. Because it's really, you just take the meatloaf, how you would make a meatloaf. You put your butter and garlic and put it on your bread and stuff the bread and then put cheese and then put it, that's all. That's all it is. Wrap it in tin foil and you can make any meat, whatever you want to put in the meat, but it has to be ground beef because it's a meatloaf, right? So tomorrow I made last night the cherry strawberry jello together, but where I'm having yogurt. I'll bring that in. I'll bring that in my lunch and that frozen whipped cream to put on top of it. But tomorrow morning, I don't have any yogurt left. I got, it's due on the 20th. It's strawberry milk or whatever. I'll mix that up with that cherry strawberry yogurt. That tastes good. The milk is still good, so yeah. Have this before. Trying to drink as much orange juice as I can. So this one here is the mango, and then the vanilla. Yeah, so that's what I probably will do. That way there I can order the bus and number two stops right out at her door where I used to live. It only runs Monday to Friday, right? So I don't want to walk up like the number 10 7 days a week, but they both go by here though. But I'm just do the Friday night chat. Unless I decide to cook something here on a Saturday. Could do that too. Because I can cook casseroles and I think this weekend she's going to use her indoor grill. She says it tastes like barbecue. I can't see it. Anyway. I don't think she'll do the lasagna. Friday Ian's gonna take me, I don't know. She said she might be too tired, but after work, but I doubt it. But Friday she's gonna take me to Walmart so I can pick up a couple things. Monday she got off, so Sunday she's going to drive me into Edmonton so I can get another couple cartons of cigarettes. Ian got a real good week off. He got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, and worked Monday night. He'll be happy. He's right into hockey, so he'll be watching that. Tonight's going to be a big game. Alberta against Alberta. I'm a Montreal fan, so is Ian, but he's like me if Montreal's out, because when Gretzky used to play for the Oilers, when Montreal was out, I would root for Edmonton because of Gretzky, right? I'm closer to Edmonton than Calgary, so I'll probably I would root for the Oilers. I said to Ian I should get his Montreal jersey and go across the street at the bar because they're showing the hockey game. Go in there and say, "Go Montreal, go!" Probably boot me right out because they're right serious. Boot me right out of the bar. But I mean, if I was from Alberta, if the if the Oilers lost, I would still go for Calgary after, but a lot of people they won't. They'll go for the other teams. I remember when Montreal and Quebec Nordiques, a lot of fights. I remember I was at a bar Saturday night. They had small TV. I was sitting there. Band was playing that we knew, me and Mom. I watched it. And it was Montreal and Quebec. Oh my word. The whole two teams got into a fight. Even Patrick Waugh, the goaltenders. Well, they had to stop the game because they kept on fighting like it was the whole team. It was wicked. I told Ian about it. Don't think he knew, but we found it on YouTube. I said, yeah, the whole two teams, they had to cancel the game. Couldn't finish it. Them two was really rivals, same province, but Montreal and Boston too. Yeah. I didn't like Don Cherry, of course, because he was Boston. He hated Montreal, but they shouldn't have got him off the air. He said those people, but he was talking about Remembrance Day in Canada, and that's a big thing, right? You know what I mean? But I don't think, he had big mouth, and he always went overboard anyway, but people are too sensitive nowadays. That was Don Cherry. I hated him, but I still listened to the jerk. Couldn't stand him. But I just listened to him so I could bounce back at him. People's in their own little bubble. What was it yesterday? I had to shake my head. Like, they don't see nothing around them. Like they're just, I forget what it was. I just shook my head. Like, oh my goodness, I don't believe this. Oh, I can't remember. There's so much, eh? People coming in and they ask stupid questions. I love to give them a stupid answer back, but I give the answer back, and if it was obvious, then I look at them like they have 3 heads. Like, but anyhow. So that's the end of that. It's probably a short video, but I'll decide in July. I know my vacation is coming up here soon. June. 17 days off. Almost a whole month. Did that last year. But they're all up and about today. It's only Wednesday, it's not the weekend. So, that was a good breakfast. Not too big, I ate almost all of it, but the cereal. So you guys all have a good day, and it's cigarette time!